Hi, it's Pastor Paul L. Anderson here at the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship, where we believe God's blessings never stop flowing. It is Marvelous Monday. We want to say thank you all for celebrating God's goodness, His grace, His love, His mercy, and His presence with us. As we had our time of worship, as God poured out His Spirit with us at 7 o'clock a.m., and then our in-person worship at 9. We thank God for you. We thank God for seeing your face in the place. Let's continue to give God glory. Today, I want to take a quick moment of personal matter to say happy 52nd wedding anniversary to my brother Joe, his wife Angie, and happy 52nd wedding anniversary to my brother-in-law Bob and my sister Ethel, who celebrated earlier in the week. We thank God for our great niece Ace, who celebrated her birthday on today as well. So much happens in my family in August. I thank God for all of you, and may God continue to bless you. Today, look with me at Psalm 8, verses 1 through 9. A very powerful psalm. This is another one of those psalms of David. David here is accompanied by the string instrument. Remember, David was not only one who was a man after God's own heart, but David was also a musician. He has this for the choir director, and he tells the choir director to make sure that everybody sings, "O Lord, our Lord, how majestic is your name that fills the earth." I can remember years ago we used to sing that song, "O Lord, how majestic is thy name in all the earth." You know, when we think about the majesty of our God who's the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, and not only is he on the throne in heaven, but he feels the throne down here on earth. His glory is higher than the heavens. And you know, and I know, whenever we think about the glory of the Lord and what God has done for us, we have to teach it to our children, to our grandchildren, to the infants, to those that are single, to those that are married, to those who find themselves surrounded by their enemies in silence. We have to remind them, when you look at the night sky and you see the work of God's hand, you look at the moon and the stars, you say, "Oh my Lord, how wonderful and how majestic is thy name." We have seen something in more recent days than ever before. We have seen things in the constellation. We have seen things in the sky, in the cosmos, that many people will never see again. We have seen certain things that happen and skate across the sky that have not been seen for hundreds of years and won't be seen again until then. We have seen the glory of the Lord displayed in the stars and in the sky. And for that reason, we have to thank God. We're just mere mortals. And what a mighty God we serve. How God has made us lower than him, but how God has crowned us with his wisdom, his knowledge, and with his spirit. And for that, we have to give him glory. You know, isn't it awesome to think about how great God is and how God has given us some authority here on earth? How he puts things under our guidance, how he gives us the stewardship over the flocks and over the sea and over the sky and over the fish and over the birds and over all these other living creatures, how God gave us dominion and how God gave us power. Remember the power that he gave to Adam and Eve. When he created them, he had created everything else. And he said, "Adam, you name everything that is here, and I'm going to give you authority over it." You know, when we think about the authority that the Lord has given to us, we have to learn to speak with one who has authority. We have to tell those circumstances and situations, "My God is bigger than you, and for that reason, you have no power over me." Let's all remind ourselves of the goodness of the Lord. Let's remind us how God is so awesome and how his majesty fills the earth. So let's kneel down. Let's bow before the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords. Let's tell him, "Glory be to thy name." Just as you worshiped him on yesterday, worship him today, because it is a marvelous Monday. And always know that you are exceedingly and abundantly blessed. And we'll look forward to sharing with you again on tomorrow. And always remember to take the Lord with you everywhere you go.
To sow a seed to the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship, visit our newly redesigned website, thefountainofraleigh.org, and select Sow a Seed from the homepage. Also, giving has been made easier with the new Fountain of Raleigh app, available now in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. Download today, select Giving from the main menu, and then follow the directions to complete your giving through Subsplash.
Thank you so very much for all of your gifts and donations that you've given to the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship. We thank you for what you've done in the past, what you're currently doing, and what you will do in the future. Your gifts and donations helps us to spread the gospel of Jesus Christ, not only locally, but throughout the world. Thank you again for your gifts, and may God continue to richly bless you. It is here at the Fountain that we believe that we are exceedingly and abundantly blessed, and may you receive those blessings that God has in store for you.